In this session, let us understand what is credit analysis process, only its overview. Let's say there is a business entity and this entity is in need of money for its business purposes, maybe for working capital or for some long-term purposes like project. Now, who can contribute for this? Obviously, the owners are supposed to contribute, but it may so happen that owners cannot contribute all the money, so they will be approaching the financial institutions, banks for support. Now, these banks, financial institutions are mere agents of public. They have mobilized money from the public in the form of deposits or by issuing various instruments. So these money have to be used very judiciously. So these banks will not give the loan just like that. They will do various kind of analysis and they'll try to understand the customer. So an analysis process will happen here, and that's what we call as credit analysis process. So if that process gives them satisfaction that yes, this business entity is genuinely in need of this money and they are capable of repaying, then they will go ahead and sanction the loan so that money comes to the business entity. Okay, so let us understand that here the focus is on analysis. The very objective of this workshop is to make you understand what is the process, analysis process carried out by the bankers. Okay, so credit analysis process is a process which is adopted by the bank for sanctioning the loan. And who should understand this process? Bankers should understand this process because only then they can understand their customers. But customers should also understand this process because only then they will understand the rationale behind the various queries that are raised by the bankers when they approach for a loan. Because bankers are going to ask many queries to the customers when they approach for a loan, and many of the customers will not understand the rationale and they feel irritated or they'll feel dejected when too many queries are raised. But here we have to understand that bankers are mere agents of the public. They are supposed to ensure that money used only for productive purposes. So they try to ensure that by asking as many questions as possible. Okay, so bankers got to understand this process to understand the customers. Customers should understand the process to understand what is the rationale behind the various queries, and in between we have project finance consultants who are going to act as a link between the banker and customer in most of the cases so that they can understand both segments. Okay, so this project finance consultant should also understand what is credit analysis process. So what is credit analysis process? What is the process involved? The process is like this. Number one, the banks will be evaluating the management experience and expertise. Number two, they'll go through credit history. Number three, they'll understand the financial standing of the customer. Number four, they'll look into the industry condition and they'll look at repayment capacity of the customer. Okay, if all are convincing, then they'll go ahead and sanction the loan, otherwise not. Okay, so our workshop focus will be on understanding each and every aspect of this. Then of course we'll also be getting into the other detailed areas.
Are you struggling in understanding banking credit related matters like financial ratio analysis, cash flow and fund flow analysis, fund-based and non-fund-based products, term loan appraisal? Then this course is for you. Banking credit analysis process. Enroll now. More details in description below.